If you want to find yourself, or you want to find God, or you want to know who you are, or you want to get rid of suffering even, okay, if you want to even get rid of suffering, any kind of suffering, mental suffering, we all suffer the mind. If you want to know who you are, if your heart is longing to meet God, you cannot buy a ticket to the head to come to your heart. If you go to your head, because we have been taught in our life that by going to the mind, we have been taught in school, college, that through our mind we will get answers to everything. Yes, and if we sharpen our intellect and we learn a lot and we speak to smart people and we hang out in that kind of company and we pursue that kind of a line, we will be able to solve anything. And we might in the worldly way, but to discover who we are, to know God, we cannot go to the head. We are expecting that through our head we will reach the heart, but that is not possible. That is not possible. Once you're born in India, supposing we are born in India, can I be born in America now? Is it possible once I'm already born in India, can I be born in America? No. The same way, I cannot expect to have the discovery of who I am or the discovery of God through our head. So, if we want to come to a session like this, to a satsang like this, and we want to take back something original to ourselves, something experiential, not just mental. We want to take back something, some insight, some looking into who we are, some meeting with God. We cannot hear this through our head. And our mind will constantly, throughout the satsang, it has already started, it will be in the process of evaluation of how well Meera is speaking or how not, or how much you are understanding, how much this is benefiting you. Oh, this is good. Oh, this I can write down. Oh, this I can learn. Oh, this will help me. And constantly it will give you a running commentary. And we are so habitual to listening to what it is saying. We are so habitual to listening to what it is saying that it starts to sound like a very intrinsic friendly voice. That is our voice. That is my voice. It starts to sound like my voice. And when it starts to sound like my voice, we are in deep trouble. And that's why all of humanity is in deep trouble. So here what is spoken is not to be understood by the mind. And that's too much for us. That in itself is too much. That in itself is too much because we're so used to understanding everything through our head. So we will say, oh my God, then how am I going to understand what she's going to yap about for so long? What she's going to share for so long? I mean, if I don't use my head, how will I understand? Yes, you will not understand through your head, but it will be assimilated in your heart. And yes, your mind will never understand how. But your mind will say, no, I want to understand. How will I understand this? No, but I need to know. I need to know. How will I understand? If I'm going to give my 2 hours here, how am I going to understand? Yes, all these questions are going to come from the head. And here there is no room, no role for the mind, because when the mind is at play, then God has been left far behind. And when we have the courage to spot that, oh, that is my mind right now. Oh, my mind is saying this. My mind is saying that. And it will come with very trivial things. Very innocent sounding things. Oh, the fan is too fast. Oh, did I leave the door open? Oh, have I kept a bottle of water with me? Oh, I had to make that call. Or it will come with some random other kind of things, take you back into some story making. And of course, it's number one thing about judging. And it will come with all these kind of tricks because it doesn't want you to listen right now. It would rather you do anything else right now but listen. So we must put our mind aside, because to go to God or discover who we are through the mind, it's as good as a really silly, childish expectation of being born in America when you're already born in India. What a silly expectation, no? But we have it. And the mind has such expectations. It will just want and, ask for the most silliest things. So, that is not the way to discover who we are. Right now, if you can simply notice that the mind is just saying something, or it's talking a lot, or it is silent, if you can just notice that much, it is a beautiful start. I feel it is a beautiful start. This that my father, Anantaji, and all the great gurus are attempting to show their disciples, to guide them, this light which is urging those who are coming to it to spread it. This light of God which wants to spread in each one's heart. This cannot be understood through the mind. All of humanity is trapped living through the head. I want you to first start to spot that you are living through your mind. You might have the greatest question right now, but it will be coming through your mind. Do you notice that? Have you all felt a longing towards God or towards what is true? Have you felt a longing? Have you felt a calling in your heart? We all have. That's why we've come here. We all must have. At some point, we've felt a calling of a more true life, of God, of knowing who we are, of getting rid of suffering. Have we not felt a calling like that in whatever way we can say it? It does not matter in what way we will say it. You could call it anything. Like one of my students, he says, I don't connect with this word God. I feel a calling to rest as my presence. So you could say it in any way, a longing to know who you are, a longing to live in a more deeper way, a longing to be more true, a longing to be yourself, a longing to God, a longing for God, a divine calling. The call of God in your heart. You've all felt this, yes or no? In whatever way. Could you have felt this longing and this calling in your mind? Don't you feel it in your heart? The place where you feel this longing, this calling of a deeper way of living, no matter what is happening in your life. Sometimes situations are so hard. Sometimes situations are so boring. Sometimes they are so challenging. Sometimes they are so joyous. Yet this calling is irrespective of what is happening outside. Something seems to be calling us within. There is this setting in the human condition which comes on in some of us at certain points in our life, that bring us in a gathering like this, and a calling starts to be heard. It could be for anything, a deeper purpose, or whatever. And that calling is not coming from our head. It is coming from our heart. So go to that place where you feel the longing. Do not understand this through your head. Right now, instead of just understanding and what I'm saying, it's not enough. It's not ever going to be enough. Even if you said it in 1,000 ways better than I said it, and you never went into your heart, it's never going to be enough. So go to your heart right now, the place where you feel the longing. You know this place. If truth was something truly true, then it should be always. If this divine truth that we are seeking, if it is really true, it should be true always or no? What kind of truth it is? That only when one little Meera decides to discover it, it becomes true? What kind of divine truth would it be? That one little girl decided to discover it and then it became true? This, if it is divine truth, it must always be true or not? That's why it's called divine truth, yes? And this truth, if it is true and you are finding it, I'm making it logical just to appeal a little bit to the intellect, but also to make you realize something deeper. So don't just get stuck in logic. If this truth you are finding, and if it is truly the divine truth, the ultimate truth, if it is truly the ultimate truth, it must be true always. It must not become true sometimes and then not be true sometimes. When, say, somebody is in delusion, this divine truth is not true. Then what kind of a truth is that? That which is the ultimate truth is always true. And why is it so approachable for you? You who is trying to find it, I am telling you, you have to little bit believe me here. More than belief, you must have faith in what I'm saying. This heart that I pointed you to right now, you've always known it. You've always known it or not? This heart, it is not the emotional heart. Emotions could be playing out outside. Yes? Many times you're feeling very depressed and you're feeling fed up. And many times you're feeling very happy. I'm not talking about the emotional heart. The emotional heart could be weeping, very sad. You could have lots of sadness, lots of frustration, lots of anxiety. But there is a deeper heart, that I'm the spiritual heart, where the Spirit of God rests in you, which begins to call you inside. That is the heart that I'm talking about. That heart where you have felt longing, where you have felt the call of God, where you felt the call of life, where you felt the call of something deeper. Oftentimes, I tell you, my loves, it comes in the time when there is a lot of despair in life. Do you connect to that? When things are really shaking up, when there is a lot of despair, sadness, when life has been challenging. Many times at that point, most times I would say, at that point, the human being feels that he is receiving a deeper call, starts to recognize that he is receiving a deeper call. No matter what emotions are playing outside, usually it's sadness, happiness, whatever, we don't care. What's happening outside? Right now, what I'm pointing to, we care about a deeper call, a deeper heart that I want to point you to. That place where you have felt something very true. It was not something that became true. It is the truth which already is. And that truth which already is true because it's never changing. And what we call false is that which is changing. That which is changing is not true. That which does not change is true. All your emotions, your thoughts, your experiences, your great knowledge, your ideas, all are changing. Supposing you have a very great theory on life. Nowadays, everybody is doing this manifestation. Supposing you have the best theory around manifestation, and somebody else comes and gives you an even better theory on it. It can be replaced, no? It can easily be replaced. But your heart, no matter how much I told you that listen, you're not feeling the longing in your heart. Do you need a proof, or can anything from the outside replace that in your heart? Can that longing be replaced by a higher concept? That is something which is coming from the core of your heart, from the core of your being. It is a place in you which is childlike, which is innocent. Oftentimes, the mind is saying something completely different. The emotional heart is saying something even worse. If you want to believe, you believe your mind more than you believe your emotional heart. It's so rubbish. It is always messing up. But from your spiritual heart, from your deeper core, what is coming? It might not make sense to your head and your emotional heart. But yes, it is the place of stability and strength. And this is my Guru's message to me, to you, to all of us. And this is why I came to speak to you today. So what comes in the way of listening to our heart? How to live in the light that is shining in my heart as God's light, as the supreme light, as the truth of my existence. What all comes in the way of it? Why am I finding it hard to live like that? So, let us touch upon these topics. It has been a while since I have spoken about some of these things, so I'm just going to do a little recap. Everything about you that you take yourself to be, your name, your family history, that you are a son, that you are a daughter, you are a wife, you are a mother, you are a brother, you are a sister. All this, I am going to propose to you that This that forms your identity comes from your mind alone. Without a thought, can you carry anything about your identity, including your name? Don't be too quick. You check. Without a thought, am I Meera? Am I the teacher coming and teaching satsang? Am I here? Has that happened in my life? Did I just return from Haridwar yesterday? Without a thought, do any of these things exist? Without a thought, am I my name? Without a thought, can I pick up my identity? Everything about me that I seem to know, can it exist without a thought? And if not, then do I stop existing? Or is the presence which is here, is it apparent? You are here, yes? Right now, are you here? Did you need a thought to confirm that you are here? Do you need a thought to confirm that you are here? You will, some of you who are new will say, maybe I need a thought. Yes, I am here. So before you said, yes, I am here, you were not here. You were here. You are effortlessly here. But the identity, the person that you take yourself to be, whose life you live so seriously, is only in the mind. This is not acceptable. Why? Because we go to our mind for confirmation on the words that I am saying. We will go to our head right now and say, hey guy, I have bought a ticket to Delhi, but now I am in Bangalore. Hey guy, I know I'm born in India, but I want to be born in the US. So if you are going to your mind for confirmation on what is being said in this session, you're just gonna take the wrong route. It's not the way. So now check everything about your identity, everything about you that you know, everything about your past, your future plans, your present condition. Can it exist without a thought? Just follow what I'm saying and tell me, can it exist without a thought? बिना एक भी thought के, बिना एक भी thought के, आप जो अपने आप को लेते हैं, आप जो सोचते हैं मैं ये हूं, मैं वो हूं, क्या आप वो है बिना अपना दिमाग इस्तेमाल करें या बिना एक भी थॉट के? क्या आप वो हैं? देखिए, आप सिर्फ एक थॉट तो नहीं हो सकते ना। थॉट का क्या है? वो एक आता है, चले जाता है। मैं आपको बोलूं, आप ये थॉट, if I told you that this thought, that Mira is wearing something white. Mira is wearing something white. If I told you, hold on to this thought, hold it, don't let it go, don't let it go. It's not possible. The nature of a thought is it comes and goes. You cannot be a thought. Otherwise, you would have also come and gone, no? You must be something more, no? Everybody is with me or everybody's gotten bored and zoned out fully. So, what you take yourself to be cannot just be a thought. A thought would have come and gone. So if you are not just a thought, you are living the life, say, of, if I am living the life of Mira, I should be able to find Mira without a thought. This is very important what I'm saying. If we just kept going on and on and on about this one topic, and even if one or two of you could really see through it, not understand, but notice that without your mind, your identity, without my mind, I cannot live the life of Mira. I am free from my identity, from my so-called ego self. In that moment, I am free. Because I'm no more playing slave to the mind, playing out this identity. So right now, let us check. Okay, let us check for a moment. All of you, try to really see without a thought. Can the character, like if I am the character Mira, or you are the character Sama, Anuja, Abida, Nandini, Jagdish, Piyush, Anand, can you be these people? Can you be this person without a thought? Can you play the life of this character seriously without a thought? Without a thought, can you play the life of the character that you do play every day? You do take so seriously. Okay, let me put it in a much more palatable way. Can you suffer the problems of the character without a thought? This one is very quick for everybody to grasp. Suffering is not natural to you. Suffering is not natural to you. It is a great wake-up call, but it is not natural to you. How can you quickly say no? If your troubles were so real, how could you quickly say no? If your suffering was so real, how could you so quickly say no? Either your suffering is not real or what you just said was a lie, including what I'm saying. Can you suffer without a thought? क्या आप अपने आप को परेशान कर सकते हैं बिना एक थॉट के? अब आप देखिए, अभी आपका दिमाग कोई जब अच्छे थॉट्स बोलता है, दिमाग अच्छी बातें बोलता है, तो उसमें हम बह जाते हैं। जब दिमाग अच्छी कहानियां हमें बोलता है, धार्मिक कहानियां, प्रेम की कहानियां, अपनी प्रोग्रेस की कहानियां, दूसरों के बारे में बुरी बातों की कहानियां, अपने बारे में बकवास, जो भी ऐसी चीजें जो हमें जिससे बहुत लगाव है, और स्पेशली जो अच्छी बातें हैं, जो अच्छी बातें बोलता है, उसमें हम बहक जाते हैं। वो ऐसा दिमाग है कि वो अच्छी बातें करके एक बेस तैयार करता है कि बाद में जब वो बुरी बुरी बातें बोले तो आप उसमें फंस जाएं। और जब आप उसमें फंस जाएं तो फिर वो वहां मजे करता है, उसने अपना झंडा गाड़ दिया है। एक और इंसान माया की ग्रिप में, आउट ऑफ द स्कोप ऑफ गॉड्स लाइट। Thank you all for joining. सद्गुरु श्री अनंता जी की जय।